Hey, what's going on? How's it going there? Yeah. Alright, there is a new song out called Epitaph from the band Diehumane. It came out on Friday, which is the 10th. Alright, really quick, if you don't know Diehumane, it is a relatively new band. It has Rick Hunolt in it from Exodus. And if you don't know a lot about Rick Hunolt, you can find out about him because Steve Zetro from Exodus. There's a 4-part series on Zetro's Toxic Vault where Steve has Rick, his former Exodus bandmate, on the show, and it's cool. They go over like a ton of history. Rick talks about himself, his music career, so if you want to know more about Rick, check those out. I'll link it in the description. And it's also got Sal Abrascato, who at one point was in Typo Negative. He was in Life of Agony. He's a fucking banger, dude. And then, at least to me, newcomers, you could say, Josh Vargas, Greg Hilgeist, and the singer Garrett West. And there's not a ton that's known about Diehumane yet. They only have I think they've only done 2 interviews really, and I'll link them. But there's still a lot of mystery surrounding this band. The album comes out May 5th. Anyway, we got the 3rd single out, all right? And I'm not gonna talk a ton about it because we'll listen to it. But once again, man, it's just an awesome song, like Oblivion, like Shell Shock, and all right, so yeah, we'll listen to it, but immediately when you press play on this song, there's something that's really telling about it. And what that is the fact that I think without hearing the song before it, which if I remember the track listing, I fucking looked at it enough, is Death Knell, I think. But the last song finishes where Epitaph starts, right? And the reason why I think that's really big is because that helps illustrate where this band is trying to what they have in store for their vision, what they have in store for what they're trying to accomplish here musically. And what that says is what we have on our hands is we will have an album in probably because this is only the 3rd song off of it and everything, but we are probably going to have an album in the very classic sense, in the same way that we have classic, epic, memorable albums that have stood the test of time, such as, and I'm gonna try to just say a couple from the time period that these songs remind me of, or could stand right up alongside. I keep saying that it throws me back to the late 90s, the early 2000s, and it does, man, because if you listen to a lot of the albums back then that are regarded as classics, okay? For 9 Inch Nails albums are, right? I never really listened to that band all that much, but that Downward Spiral album, Astro-Creep, Sexorcisto, these are classics to me at least, but I think a lot of people out there would probably agree though, The Illusions, okay? I think that there's a reason why those albums sound just as good today as they did 30 plus years ago and everything. It's because there was a certain level of deep care put into not only the songwriting but the production, but yeah, the songwriting, the execution, and just everything that went into that, the whole team behind it, and when you listen to it, man, you can just tell this is some serious shit, I know that's fucking doing a terrible job of oversimplifying it, but I bet you there's some people out there that are watching us that know exactly what I mean. I don't need to fucking I don't need to get into any real artistic fucking intricate detail and everything. A damn good album when you hear it, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of us probably agree that some of the ones that I mentioned, yeah, are fucking classics for a reason. And I'm just saying that I hear these songs and they remind me of that, they throw me back way more than a lot of the classics of the last 10-15 years do. And all right, here's the thing, right? I think what we're dealing with here with a band like Diehumane is you got a couple of guys that have put so much goddamn care and heart and feeling into this music, and that does not always work out for the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a million and one bands out there that, of course, you know, like, it doesn't matter if someone thinks it's shit or something. They put their heart and their soul into it, you know, and it just, for whatever reason, it doesn't fucking, like, resonate or reverberate and everything. That sucks for the musician, but I think, though, that, like, you know, if you got the right ingredients, if the stars align, whatever it is, if you're smart and you know what people like and stuff like that, then you end up putting out the stuff that Diehumane puts out, all right? And man, like, you just gotta hear it for yourself, and we're gonna do that, all right? Like, I'm gonna play it in a second. Once again, it's another one of those songs that it's like, they're doing what they do best, okay? These guys are the masters of, like, you know, fucking shit up and everything, and, like, doing things that, like, you don't expect are gonna happen, but they do, and when you hear that, they're really cool, and in some cases, one very glaring example in this one, I forget that it happens every time, and I'm glad that I forget, because then when it does, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot that happens, and it's fucking cool, you know? Nah, man, Diehumane's formula is, like, on display in this song, and once again, I love it. Like, I've gone back and forth. I'm like, all right, is Epitaph my new favorite song off the album? I mean, good luck trying to get this one out of your head, you know? Is it Shell Shock? I don't know. Shell Shock rocks you in a way that, like, Oblivion doesn't, but then again, I don't know, though, because it's like, you listen to Oblivion, and it's like, all right, you hear it, and it's like, okay, yeah, I get it, you listening to the intro, and then all of a sudden, that chorus comes in, man, and, like, that's when I knew that it, like, you know, you had something special on your hands. When you can listen to music, and it sounds, this is what I think, right? This might sound stupid, but, like, when you listen to music, and it sounds, shit, I didn't mean to press play there, son of a bitch. Ah, fuck, you got a little bit of a preview there, sneak peek. But, like, what the fuck was I saying? Yeah, when you can, like, listen to music and you hear it in a movie, like, oh wow, yeah, this sounds like it could be in a movie. I don't know, man. I think that's fucking, like, good music or something, you know? I don't know, dude. But anyway, all right, well, I guess without further ado, oh wait, is there any other final notes before we get into it? Lyrics. Lyrically, this may relate to Oblivion. Some of the lyrics, you can't really tell at all times what Garrett's, like, singing, and whatever, dude. I mean, think about how many millions of songs out there you can't. That might be intentional. It doesn't bother me. I don't really care. I mean, you can it sometimes and stuff, but it's like, I mean, it's fucking, I don't know, it's art. You know what I mean? Like, but, yeah, so, like, lyrically, it may relate to Oblivion. And I know a little bit about that, and if you watched the review for that song, you may too, because if you noticed in the comments section, Garrett himself commented, and that was so fucking cool, and he shed a little bit of light on that. And you know what, man? That's not my place. It's not my place to go into, and I'm glad it's not, because they have, you know, that's what they have done, and fucking A, you know what I mean? That's really cool. I just enjoy it for what it is. I'm gonna be damn excited to be like a consumer of everything Diehumane puts out. Hell, I mean, these 3 songs, I love the shit out of them so far. So anyway, we're just gonna fucking listen to this song here. This is Epitaph. It is off the Grotesque, which is the upcoming album by this new band Diehumane that fucking rules, all right? And so far, you know, who knows, man? The album could come out and it could be a, you know, it could be an album full of, like, bathtub shitter. I always use them as, like, you know, the example. Or, you know what it could be like? It could be a whole album of, Bad Ground, right? Typo Negative, Sal Abrascato, you know that song? If you don't know it, listen to it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about, all right? All right, so fucking A, dude. This is Epitaph, the latest single off the Grotesque from Diehumane. Fuck, here we go. See, it kicks right in. Sad, dramatic, deep. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that. What's that thing that? Hold on. Kind of reminds me a little bit, although I don't know a ton about this genre, but that stuff that Anselmo was doing in N minor. Not entirely, but reminds me of that a little bit. My, you know, unfamiliar opinion with that sort of stuff. See, I expected it to get heavy and kick in there, but no, it doesn't. It does that. Oh, see, it just fucked me up. I thought it was gonna kick in there again, but it didn't. More of it fucking getting its point across, you know what I'm saying? Things that are important to them and they're... Oh, here we go, I think. Yeah. Fuck. Listen to that voice, man. That's a cool voice, you know what it is? That's a cool voice. I like how the chorus, like, it does that thing where, like, sounds like dun 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 dun, you know? I don't think it had to do that, I think, but it did, and it's cool. The violins again. God damn, man, that's so fucking, that's deep. Thick, like. Does this not sound like you could have heard it? Oh man, I wish the whole world knew WAAF, like where I'm from, Worcester, Boston. This has AAF written all over it. Perfect chorus to follow up that verse. I mean, you see what I'm saying? The dun 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 dun. God, his voice sounds, that just sounds like a cool sounding voice, you know? It's like, many singers out there are iconic singers. Not all of them have a cool sounding voice, you know what I mean? Oh, solo! Fuck! Oh, shut up. Once again, Hunno. Fuck, man, listen to that! Oh! Oh, is that Slash? Is that Dimebag Darrell? Nope. It's Rick Hunnell, formerly of Exodus. You've never heard him play like that before, have you? I haven't. Something cool happens in a second that you don't expect. Cool. The first time I heard this, I was like, oh, that's cool. That like, thing. And it's not like they cranked it up in the mix. It wasn't like they could have, you know, and maybe it might have like shocked you or jolted you or something, but like it didn't, you know? It goes back into the chorus here. Oh, it's so fucking cool. I keep getting the like Terminator Salvation vibes, you know, like hell, movies in general, you know, like fucking dramatic, like epic movies and stuff. Again. Fucking A, man. saying something that could be kind of controversial right here, but that, you know what? That solo is up there. I'm gonna fucking say it, and if this gets me like, dude, it's up there with Floods, all right? I fucking said it, okay? Like, I said it, all right? I'm prepared to take as much shit for that as like, this is a fucking, hold on. Oh, fuck. Last time I was doing a review in this spot, like, cop came to... Oh, fucking... Nah, I think we're good. So, yeah, there you go. And the next song on the album, it's Oblivion. Yeah. Fuck! Ah, man. Alright, so, yeah, there you go. I don't know, man. There's just... This is such, like, a... I'm so intrigued by this band, and mostly there's, well, yeah, wholly their sound, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, and then fuck, I don't know if I can say this shit. Fuck. If any of you know the like leaked remix album, like the Chinese Democracy like remixes that like leaked, I don't know, like 10 years ago. Was it fucking 10 years? Jesus Christ. No, I don't think it was that long ago. But anyway, if you heard those, like Brian Mancha, the drummer at the time, was like all over that. I'm not gonna fucking tell a story, but whatever. Yeah, you know, oh shit, oh, fucking Oblivion really wants to play. Yeah, so, oh man, the fuck else am I gonna, I really really hope that, like, this band gets the credit and the recognition that they deserve, man. I hope to high hell that, you know, the fucking snobs over at, like, Rolling Stone magazine and stuff will, you know, give whatever coverage to this album album, Jesus Christ, I've only heard 3 songs, you know, but if they released this album, and like I said, it was all a bunch of bad ground, it would be worthy of, like, a really, really high praise, okay? So I hope some of the top YouTube critics pay attention to this album. I'd love to hear Beato's opinion. I think that then Fantano, dude, I don't really know much about his taste. I don't know how much, like, into metal he is in, but that's the thing. It's like, that's why I hope that this band does really well. Like, yes, for their sake, because they're great musicians, but also on top of it, because, like, I think that a lot of people would like it. I think that you know, a lot of people would enjoy this music. Oh, and I think Finn might not be Finn McKenty's, like, you know, his thing so much, but I think he could appreciate it, and I think he could know where these dudes are coming from. So anyway, man, like, listen to this band. If you like good music, check them out, you know. All right, well, hey, man, if you like this video, then cool. You know, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, giving it a thumbs up. And if you just like hearing somebody bullshit about metal, then cool, man. Hit the subscribe button. And till then, dudes, fucking stay metal. All right.